Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. It has been a hot minute since I last uploaded on YouTube. Truth be told, there haven't been that many new makeup releases that I've been like, guys, I need to film a video with this. Like, nothing's been really jumping out at me, so I haven't really been urged to jump on here. Because you guys know that my kind of thing is to film like new product reviews and stuff on YouTube, and I haven't really done that in a while. But hey ho, we move. But we have a new release. A palette that has broke the internet, from the queen of palettes that break the internet. It is of course the Bperfect Cosmetics Carnival 4, the Antidote palette by Stacey, Marie, queen, icon, legend, makeup goddess. And this palette, guys, like, wait till you see. Before we get into this review and tutorial, if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, click that subscribe button today. Come on, it is the day, let's do it. And like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, let's have a little look at Carnival, the Antidote. You guys know I love a neutral palette. When I seen this, I was like, add to bag. Like, you've got your warm neutrals, your like neutral, cool tone neutrals, and then these kind of really cool like khakis and mustards and stuff. Like, I just think it's such a nice spin on a neutral palette. The formula of the last few Carnival palettes that Stacey's done has been incredible. I'm sure this is going to be no exception, but I like that she's done a more kind of neutral variant of the classic Carnival theme. So I've already went ahead and primed my eyes using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. This is my favourite for working with brighter colours. I think it really grips so well. So, and now let's jump into the palette. So I literally don't know what I'm going to do today. I was going to do like a kind of look that I'd done on my Instagram a while ago, and everyone was like, do a tutorial, but I was using like 6 different palettes, but I can actually do something really close using this palette. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'll show you the pictures up here. I'm going to do something similar to this. It will be a little bit different, but this is the kind of inspiration that I want to go for today. So you can see it'll make use of all the kind of warm tones in this palette, but also the kind of greens and stuff as well. So this is the ambition for today. We'll see if it works. So we're having a kind of heat wave in Scotland right now, and my makeup room is very warm to film in, so I've got a fan on. Sorry if there's a kind of background noise. I do apologise, because either that or this beat will sweat off before we make it to the end of the eye look. Yeah, I'm going to just zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing a little bit closer, and let's jump into the look. Right, so we're going to start off taking a little bit of the shade October, which is this really nice kind of warm matte orange. And what we're going to do is we're going to just place that in the crease. Oh, she goes on a lot more orange than what you would think. So we're concentrating this colour in the kind of inner third of the eye. I'm going to kind of do... We will smoke this out with a darker colour, but we'll also blend it out with a lighter one. This is just to map out the shape of my socket and my eyelid. Apologies if I have a raspy voice. It was my birthday yesterday and I went out for the first time since everything that happened with the world happened with the world. So it was my first time in a bar and a club. A little bit of a raspy voice, but you know, we move, we make it work. So once I've got this colour kind of stamped in where I want it, she's much more vibrant than what I would have expected from the colour in the pan. And you're almost just taking this no further in than where my eye, like the brown blue bit of my eye starts, so what that's called. And then I'm going to take a really tiny little brush. This is that Made by Mitchell ME2, and we're going to take a little bit of the shade Zest, which is this really nice kind of mustardy yellow, and we're going to just use that to really diffuse. I know these little tiny brushes tend to be more for like defining your crease, but see, just because my eyes are so small, little tiny brushes like this are great for me for like blowing out colour without it going wild and going too big too quick, which is something I always really struggle with. So we're just taking the shade Zest and we're just making sure there's no harsh lines. Zest is going to be our kind of diffusing colour, but I really like the look of this other one here, Pretty Peachy. So we'll take a little bit of that over the top. And this is like old school Allan Craig Instaglam, which we've not done in a while on this channel because everything's very bronzy. Bronzy's the vibe. But we'll do a tribute to Queen, icon, legend, Stacey here. And then I'm going back in again with that first colour again, and we're just using that to reinforce the original colour we stamped down. And I'm going to just go back and forward between the first 2 or 3 colours just till I'm really happy with the saturation. I find if I do this as I go, it saves me a lot of blending time in the long run. And then as we get to here, I'm going to just take a little bit more of the Zest colour and just really kind of soften this out, because it is going to be like a kind of half cut going into a wing shape, so it is going to kind of stop abruptly. So I want it to have a blend and not just be stopping like a harsh line, so really diffusing that orange colour. You'll see we're already getting that really nice sunset eye shape. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Aubergine, which is a really deep kind of purpley plum colour. And we're just doing the same as we've done already, but just a little bit lower and a little bit more tightly blended. And continue to go back in with your lighter colours and just diffuse. It will just help as you blend as you go. And then just to deepen this up again, we're going to take the shade Pecan. And this is just to give the crease a little bit of depth. Oh guys, I think I don't want to do the greens anymore. I think I want to do like this in a spotlight eye. Nah, we'll do this because this is different for me. So you'll see we've got that really nice blend coming together. You know you want to just always take the previous colours and go back over it just to re-intensify. It'll give you a really nice ombre blend without losing your original colours. Okay, so now that we've got that shape building up in the inner corner, which is weird because normally I would always start from the outside and go in. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I literally do one makeup look all the time just now, and it's very much that vibe of like really light here, really dark here, like one brush smoked out, super easy. So we're going back to her glam days, but you know I'm a soft glam boy at heart anyway. So we're going to go in and cut the crease now. So for that I'm going to probably use a little bit more of my Eden. I actually forgot how much I love this for like kind of detail work because it is super opaque. And I'm going to just take that in a little brush, like really flat, and I'm just going to get the brush looking super like paper thin with product. So we just want to keep loading it up on my little spatula until we're super happy that the brush is really saturated and really flat. So really thin, and we're going to just go ahead now and we're going to cut that crease. So I'm only going to do that kind of half cut crease, and I'm fully aware I've already got quite a lot of product on my lid. So I'm not wanting to take too much. Like I don't want a really thick layer. It's been so long since I've really carved out my lid. This is nuts. And now I've kind of re-intensified that shape on the lid and got a really crisp crease. I want to just make sure the base is really flat and there's no little pesky bumps that are going to show me up later, and then I'm just going to make sure the edges are really diffused as well. Oh my god, this is Allan 2017. Oh hello! I'm just going to go into a little flat brush now and take the shade Glisten, and we're going to just use this dry because the videos I've seen, like have you seen this shimmer? Like look how wet that looks, and that's dry on a brush. No setting spray, no fingers. And we're going to just place that all over the area that we've just cut out with primer. Like guys, can you see how wet this is? Like, come on. Now I'll take a little bit more of my finger just because I really want to make sure that the lid is super foiled looking. Like guys, I haven't had to wet this. No glitter glue. Like that was literally just a dry shadow. Mostly a brush, a little bit of finger. Can you see how wet my lid looks? I think I'm going to like this colour a lot. The outer area of this look, we're going to take a little bit of the shade I think I'm going to take the shade Buttercup. Buttercup will be nice because it's still yellow. And we're going to just take that over the shimmer and work it up into the outer corner. The tone of this is nice because it's yellow, but it's got a bit more of a green, do you see? And we're going to just really start to smoke this out. This is when we'll start to pull it towards our temples and really create that shape. This is the shape you guys know that I love when I do my eyes. I love it to really come out and be super blown out and Snatched. And you'll notice that this yellow's got a little bit more of a green tone to it, so it's going to make blending the greens really weird. And please don't come for me with the fact that this bit of shadow here will not blend. I've had a little injectable here last week and I feel like it's kind of skipping because maybe the wee hole hasn't fully healed. However, it's worth it for a more lifted brow, am I right? Okay, so I've done the rest of the eye off camera. I wanted to just get a feel for the colours and stuff. This is not me like, oh, the green. But I kind of like it, so I'll do the same on the other side. So this side's actually really easy to get the vibe of what we're doing. This bit's the easiest part. So I'm going to take just a greeny blue pencil. This is from Morphe. This is the shade Teal with it. And we're going to just do like a really baby wing in the outer corner. And this is smoky liner you're doing, so don't worry if it's not perfect. We're not even really winging the shape out at the end. This is just a cream base, which if I'm doing a smoky liner, I always like a kind of pencil or something that's got a bit of grip to it, so that when you go to blend out the colour with shadow, it just has a bit of base, so it doesn't stay perfect. I'm going to take a little smudger brush and I'm going to take the shade Antidote, which is a really deep kind of foresty greeny teal, like a really nice colour. I'm going to just take that right over top and then start to pull the shape out. And again, you're not worried about perfection here. See, the shadow just skips over that wee bit in my eye. It's more of a guide shape, so this isn't your wing, like, by any means. And then I'm using that shade Antidote, but really lightly to map out the kind of upper wing. So, you know, my usual technique is take a kind of flat and fluffy brush and almost line it up. So we'll do that next. And that helps you get the kind of rough guide shape. And that's obviously really pigmented, so yeah, we like that. So you're just kind of creating that guide shape, and then you're going to blow that out. You want the colour to be really diffused. You know my thoughts on harsh lines, but have that kind of rough green guide colour. You'll see this looks like this is a look where you trust the process. Are we not like really proud of me that I've not went straight in for the neutrals? Because believe you me, that's what I wanted to do. And then I'm going to take some more of that lovely shade Buttercup, the really nice yellow, and just start to diffuse that back in to the original colour. And really start to blow this out. And then I'm going to take some more of that beautiful shade Zest, which is the warmer of the two kind of matte yellows. And just really start to go over the edges of that dark green Antidote shade and get a really nice blend. You'll notice that this eye is a lot more intense with the greens. We are going to go back in and do that, but you can't really with these like pigmented colours like this. Like the formula of these shadows is just unreal. So they're so pigmented that you don't really want to be doing like the stamp and blend with the greens and stuff, because it would give you a lot less control, because these colours are top-notch formula. And then I'm going to go back in with this brush here and a little bit more of the shade Antidote, and we're going to just start to reinforce that shape we've created and almost start to give myself that little kind of outer corner lift with the eyes, and slowly start to feather it in to meet the inner warm colour, but don't blend them together. We'll do that later. And then just make sure we're always softening the green into the kind of mustards to really diffuse them and give them a really nice look. And it's very autumnal, which we like. We're going to take a little bit of the shade Moss, which is this really unusual like moss green, and we're going to just take that over the edges of Antidote and into the mustards, just to add an extra layer of dimension when it comes to the greens. And it's because these greens are really nice and they're really grungy, but I still want them to have a little bit of warmth. And then back in with some more of the shade Zest that we're just really trying to pull out. and literally use almost as a contour, like a yellow. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to pop a little bit of nude in the waterline today, which is groundbreaking for me. This is the MAC Studio Chromographic Pencil in the NC15/NW20. Like, this is like a concealer pencil, but it's the best nude pencil for your waterline you'll ever find. We're going to just take that in the inner 2/3, but this side we're going to add some colour too. For what we missed is I took my nude pencil, this is the MAC concealer pencil in NC15 to NW20, and I've just put it in my waterline, and I've put a little bit of the Colourpop Bperfect gel cream pencil in the shade Fastlane just on the outer corner. Then using my little smudger brush, I used a bit of the shade Antidote, and we've just kind of started to smoke that out. And of course, me being heavy handed, this side came a little bit further in than what I wanted, so we're just going to mirror that on the other side. You see, and just give me that really nice pulled out shape, so everything's looking really lifted, but this area here is kind of free of product. And then I'm just taking a little bit of that beautiful shade Buttercup, and we're just going to kind of diffuse the green with that. And we'll just take photos from this side so I hide the bad eye. Okay, right, I think I'm going to finish the eyes there. It could be cool to have a bit of, maybe a bit of one of the shimmers or something, like the gold maybe, but I feel I'm going to try and not be heavy handed because I've been quite, this is quite extreme for me. Like 3/4 lashes or 2/3 lashes, and I'm just really feeling them. That's the kind of vibe that I've been going for just now, so I'll pop them on and then I'll meet you back here for the finished looks and my final thoughts on the Carnival, the Antidote palette. And the lashes are on, we are feeling the beat. Like, as you can see, adding a lash just, it elevates that look to the next level. These, like I said, are by Rose Lash. I believe the style is Harper, let me see, or Savage. Like, Rose Lash, this brand here, they send me lashes, and honestly, like, I love them, but I always forget the names because I wear them that often that, like, and the names are on the label you throw away. Anyway, back to the finished look. Kind of liking this. Like, obviously it's very autumnal for me, it's very colourful for the king of neutrals, but formula 10 out of 10, colour story 10 out of 10. What I like is you've got like your kind of forest greens and stuff on this side here, you've got your forest greens which are 10 out of 10, right? But I love the consideration of, like, if you're wanting a green, that's lovely. A lot of palettes will give you the green, but they don't give you anything to blend the green out with. You've got this full colour story of greens, the full colour story of warms, and then the full colour story of neutrals, which I'm sure you guys can see is calling my name. So there'll definitely be another video of this palette using the neutrals. Overall, the formula of this palette, chef's kiss as always. It does feel different from the last two Carnival palettes. The colours feel a lot more soft and a lot more kind of creamy, like really nice. The shimmer, like this colour here, Glisten, as you see, was super wet, like so pigmented. I'm just really obsessed with the overall formula of this palette and really obsessed with the colour story as well. It is giving me super autumn vibes. So definitely going to be seeing another look using this palette on my channel. I think we'll do a kind of neutral look next, like classic brown smoke or something, a bit of warmth. But like, Bperfect, Stacey, you guys have killed it with this palette. I would have expected nothing less than a straight up home run and a straight up slate, and you guys definitely delivered. So congrats to you. Really obsessed with this. So yeah, overall I really like this look. What do you guys think? I know it's super colourful and different for me, and it's a return to the Instagram Allan that has not made an appearance in a long while. The colours were a dream to work with. They all blended out so nicely. Really rich, really buttery, really pigmented, really creamy, really blendable. Like, really easy to get that shape and that effect, so easy. So this is a chef's kiss, this palette. So if you guys haven't got this, if it's still in stock, get this. So this obviously came out the other day, and the Bperfect website was of course cute. But in Glasgow we've got the mega store, so I just went straight into the store, no online queue for me. Got my palette and a couple of other bits. Like, it's going to be dangerous for my bank balance having this shop in Glasgow. Glad to be back on YouTube. Got another couple of videos that I'm going to be filming over the next few weeks, so watch this space. And yeah, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, like, what are you doing with your life? Make sure you've hit subscribe. If you're not following me on Instagram, on TikTok and on Twitter, they'll all be on the screen as well, so make sure you check them out too. Give this video a big thumbs up, it really helps me out. Ring the bell so you don't miss any future YouTube uploads from me. And I'm going to go and take 10 billion pictures of this makeup look. So yeah, Instagram will probably see it first. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for being with me on my YouTube hiatus. I promise I won't leave it as long next time if all goes to plan. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.